My wallet is sobbing. I can hear it. I can hear it in the hall now. It is breaking down, crying.
It turns out that Attila, the arrogant so-and-so, he's got a fake hammer.
Oh, a fake?
Yeah.
Whoa.
As I say, dick.
And breathe. Episode 152 of the Legions podcast. We are finally catching our breath after the launch of the Mythic Legions, the role-playing game Kickstarter. I don't know about you guys, Mal and Rich, but I was on my phone a lot yesterday, following along the excitement, messaging people in different groups, in different chats on our Discord, on Dorclair's Discord, on different group chats. It was fun.
It was. I'm pretty sure if I close my eyes now, I can still see that ticker going round. Just watching it on, I was watching on Kickstarter, just going up and up and up and up, and I'm sure I could just see
it was like a casino for a while, wasn't it, Mal?
It was. It was fascinating to see, wasn't it? And exciting, and yeah.
Yeah, well, I think first off, we're funded already, so hooray. I don't think we ever thought it wasn't going to fund. Of course, we had no clue up until recently what the goal would be, and when we heard it was 90,000, given the amount of figures included and the way you could order them as even just figures on their own, I think we kind of realised that was going to take it over pretty quickly. But all the same, awesome success, and still continuing. Obviously now it's going to slow down. I mean, I think people that maybe weren't along for the previous Kickstarter got the idea that this was going to be every day, like the first day. But no, now it trickles along, and the stretch goal gaps are quite wide. So
they are.
You know, yes, we smashed a couple of them on the first day, but from now on, I mean, there's literally you need new people to kind of get you there. One of the new people being you, hopefully, Rich, because you haven't got your finger out yet to do it.
I haven't. No, I felt no desperate urge, particularly when it funded in under 5 minutes. So it's like, well, they don't need me at the moment, so I'll get it in over this weekend probably. But
yeah. Right, so we're going to get onto that in a sec. Just wanted to make Rich feel really bad here, Mal. You got your all-in this week from Rising Suns?
I did. It's added to the pile of stuff behind me ready on shelves.
I got mine as well, actually last Friday, so pretty much a week ago. And managed to open up a good few of them over the weekend. The only one I haven't opened yet is the horse. Still haven't opened Flogius either from Boxes Wave, so maybe I should stop ordering the horses or get my display in order. I don't know, one or the other.
Store them ready. Yeah. That's what I'm doing anyway. They're being stored ready for having more display space. And
the bear I haven't really messed around with because I wanted to heat it up properly and haven't got around to that.
Yeah. He's down here by the radiator like everyone else is.
Have you managed to crack them open at this stage, or are they still in box?
No, they're all boxed until I've got doors for these two here, and I can put everything away. I'm not bothering.
You didn't want accessories floating around in the chaos.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I'm going to give you my. I'm going to try a quick review of them all. We'll obviously get to this in more detail on a future episode. So Brodar, I think almost my favourite. He was one of my most anticipated. I think I said maybe at the time he might have been my favourite out of the wave, just for what he was. Now, this is taking that Scapular and Atlas are just like next level with the amount of stuff you get. So, and his little skirt piece, it's almost like denim or something, like kind of faux denim or something. It's amazing. The little soft goods, which integrates with the plastic skirt piece. That is one of the best soft good pieces we've got so far. Yoshani, great in hand, although the armour I think could do with a little bit more depth. It's kind of a flat one tone. Even like people say maybe a wash or something, but I don't know, just a little bit of contrast in the armour. Yeah. Give it a bit more depth, but that's easy to do yourself. But yeah.
I will say his face and the colour of the green on him is very striking.
Yeah.
My review.
There's a lot of depth in the other in the other bits, and obviously the soft goods are, next level on him. Atlas and Scapular flawlessly executed. If you liked them, the promo shots and what you saw of them to date, they're exactly as you will expect. So brilliant. As much as I love Michael Caspar, I don't think I'll ever use Emir Caspar because why cover up an amazing figure with a jacket?
Fair.
My plan is to use a cheap Legion builder or
that
something
might be
and
the way to go.
shove the Caspar outfit on that.
Then you'll just need a second head, I suppose, and the bits like the belt and stuff.
Oh, is it not? It's just a faceplate, is it? The Emir thing. It's not.
Yeah.
That scuppers that plan completely. Okay,
There you go.
I can make it work.
I think Deez Patar is now my favourite 2.0 figure, so really like him. Really well done. Doesn't feel fiddly or messy. I mean, some people might say that, but just the hands are quite small, the little claw hands, but just heat them up. Neve, head sculpt and paint, incredible. And I love the shield, and just the build is great.
Yeah.
She's a really cool figure.
I was sort of again, my glancing box review, I was quite taken aback how big she felt as a figure, partly because of her the gear she's wearing and that, but yeah, she's very striking again as well.
I think Regirian will go into my favourite ogre scale so far. Paint is bringing him up to the next level, and he has the noble
amazing.
and he has the noble Barch armor on, so you don't need to mess with it. So really like him. Manisha's a bit boring. I think if she came in a different way, she might stand out a bit better. A bit boring, but great options with the head sculpts and stuff like that. So, good. And then the dwarf 2-pack. I mean, I need about 50 of them just for making customs. I mean, the torso on the male dwarf is incredible. Female dwarf head sculpts are perfectly done. All the new dwarf parts, legs, boots, everything is... Yeah, it kind of makes you not want to do anything with the old parts now and just use these. So, good wave, I would say. Obviously, as I mentioned, Bear, I need to warm him up. Horse, haven't taken out. And I think that's them all covered, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to getting Regarian in hand because the paint in the one that we saw at Intern in the display looked incredible. So, yeah.
Yeah. He's great. If you like your Minotaurs and if you like your big Minotaurs, he's not going to let you down. I'll tell you that. Yeah. So well done, Horseman. In short. So happy days for that. Right. Role-playing game. Are you ready for that? So, Rich, have you got any indication when your retailer figures are coming, or like figures coming from the retailer Rising Suns? No.
No, I think they're talking about mid-March, maybe, or end of March. So I'm guessing it'll be around the end of March sort of thing. So
Easter press. They've come during Easter when you're away with the family.
Probably.
Yeah, that sounds about right, doesn't it?
I can sit there in Anfield watching Liverpool lose, being depressed, and then go, at least I can go home and open my Rising Suns wave. Oh, no, I can't.
At least you're going to Premier League game. I mean, people pay a lot of money for that. So,
I paid a lot of money for that. So, I'm fingers crossed spending a lot of money to watch a Commanders game this year as well in person, as they are coming to London.
London, there you go. When is
the only
that?
thing they haven't done is revealed the dates. They haven't revealed the dates, so guarantee it'll be Legions Con weekend. No Milo.
Oh, come
Hopefully
on,
not.
NFL.
We'll see. Yeah,
don't do that. Right. There they all are, looking beautiful, the kind of core set of stuff. Here, if I add to stage here the... I need to remove first. I didn't know that. Here's the current total. So, $656,910 pledged. With the,
well, that's not bad. That's going to 30 grand or so today.
Yeah,
but I mean, if they do that each day for the next month, that's another million, isn't it? So
1,611 backers. So that's a nice amount, and 37 days to go. So if we remember Advent of Decay Kickstarter, that did about 920 something thousand or something like that. So I think this will go past that. Somebody was sharing today, it's in the top 10 toy crowdfundings on Kickstarter of all time.
Oh, wow.
By total amount of stuff.
Yeah, I think that was Wyatt that shared that.
That was Wyatt, yes.
That's an amazing fact.
Yeah. So I think the Todd Father was at the top 2 there with his Spawn, but you know, they were expensive things, and obviously Spawn is very popular property, so yeah. And then there was, I think the third or fourth one is about 1.5 million, so if they reach all their currently announced stretch goals, it could get up to there. Imagine that. So impressive stuff. Right, gonna add this back. So let's have a look first at a few different things to do with the Kickstarter itself. Here's the kind of beginner box. So you get the kind of beginner, so it's a shortened version of the rules, and you get a beginner campaign, and you get these standees, which look pretty cool. I don't know how they're going to look in hand, but you know, they're good representations of the figures. I guess it's going to use Trevor's photography is my guess. And you get gaming tiles and dice. So that's the basic beginner's box.
Yeah, I think the standees, they're not like, you know, the paper stuff they used to get in the old days. They're proper acrylic, didn't they? They describe them as acrylic.
Yeah.
So,
I think they'll be like
things.
in the acrylic, yeah. Here's the kind of all in, as it were. So this is all the figures, all the gaming stuff, except for the unpainted minis. You get painted minis in this box for $680. And that includes the Paladin Cleric, which we will talk a bit about, because they've removed the limited nature of the Paladin, because they had the Paladin kind of already produced, and now they've said they're going to do a second run of the Paladin, so he's freely available. What do we think about that? The Paladin being freely available?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. If they want to, it'd be mad not to if they think they can make more money doing it. Go for it. It's a fantastic figure. You know, I'm not a big fan of Knights, but I think it's an exceptional figure from that perspective.
Yeah, it's one of the best Knight figures they've done, definitely. Yeah. It's a shame I don't disagree with them getting rid of the limits. It does make sense. It's a shame they did it because people were whinging and moaning.
Yeah.
Because that justifies people whinging and moaning on the Cabal, and nobody needs that. And it's the same people as usual. Nobody needs that sort of thing. But I can absolutely see why they did it.
Yeah. I just kind of wondered, I mean, for the fans, it's great. Let's take it as a given. If you want the figure, it's great. Maybe if you already have the figure, you're a little bit conflicted on it.
Well, did you see one guy kicked off because he said, well, I went to SDCC and got it, so it's devalued that now. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Anyone who's worried about the value of their figure is a moron.
Yeah, but I suppose this had the mother load in that it was quite a limited figure, but also a really, really good one. Often the limited figures are more like, you know, it's an extra head of kind of what you could get, or it's one of the Motu tributes, which are cool, but, you know, they're not like amazing figures in hand. Like Uncan, it goes for 500 quid, but like if they released him today, he'd be a much better figure, you know. It's so that's the thing. I wondered, just based on the gaming side of it, if they wanted to sell more of the game, having the Paladin linked to the game, as this is a gaming Kickstarter, while annoying for people who want the Paladin because they're forced to buy the game and maybe they don't want the game. But if you're funding the game, then you'll sell more games the original way they had it set up. But that's not my business, you know. I mean, I'm not the company, so the company made the decision to do it that way. So good on them if they decided that was better, or if they just decided they wanted to more service to fans than, just focus on promoting the game. And the game is still going to sell fine, I think.
No, yeah.
And is there a point of people buying the game that don't want to play it? That might be another thing. It's not the type of game that you can just learn in 5 minutes and play. You're going to have to invest time in it. So,
But there you go. We talk about that. If you look at the highest backed pledge by quite some way is the all in, so the game and everything else. So.
Yeah, because you get the figures and the game at a great price. We have to say this is a good discount. I think it's 60, 70 off if you did all the stuff on its own. And so I think the core of the community, it wants it all. So brilliant. And the floating voter who just collects the figures and maybe not an all-in collector, do you want to force them to buy the game? Maybe not.
I as you know, I was slightly conflicted more that I really wanted the Paladin Mini. I didn't feel the need to have another Paladin. But the only way I get the Paladin Mini is to buy the Paladin.
Yeah, you said this before it launched or just as it launched, and I was what's he talking about? And then I ended up having to go back and adjust my pledge because I realised I was getting everything except the Paladin Mini, so I was a bit stupid. So now I have to buy Paladin, but again, not the biggest heartache. In terms of things, if I don't want the Paladin, I'm sure I'll find a home for it.
Oh, most definitely.
Especially over here. I mean, there's not that many people that's going to be backing this just for the Paladin. Yeah. You'd have to be really in the know and kind of know what you're doing to find this Kickstarter to just get the Paladin.
Yeah.
So, I suppose that's a long-winded way of saying, be easy to sell it for at minimum cost if you wanted to get rid of it, which is $60. But we won't be wanting to get rid of it, I guess.
Not initially.
Beginner box with bonus. So this is the beginner box with the Paladin. So that's pretty cool. That was kind of the cheapest way you were originally going to get the Paladin. So just kind of left it in there for that. We're not going to do it, if you want to see total breakdown and nerdy in the weeds about all the different ways of backing, Doorclear's video, most recent one, definitely go for that.
He's so good at doing all that stuff, isn't he?
We're going to focus more here now on the figures and obviously talk about what we backed and maybe a little bit of speculation and other chat around it.
Try and sell me, guys. Get me to spend a fortune.
So there's the Paladin. He's now available as an add-on, so you can't just back it. You can't just back the Paladin on his own. That's maybe the only thing. You have to actually get something plus the Paladin.
Yeah. Although you can do a $1 pledge if you want to.
Yeah,
yes,
I think you can, and then do an add-on.
Yeah.
So fair enough. I thought it was worth talking about the exclusive. So the one exclusive so far is the dice set with the tin. This is like magpie food for us two, Mal, yeah?
Yeah. Rich, are you a dice person or a
I'm not, but I do quite like these, I have to admit. So these are tempting me.
Yeah, you and I, John, we're suckers for this sort of thing, aren't we?
I love this kind of merch. I love merch to do with something that I'm really like, whether it be anything really, Not that I would collect a load more stuff than this because I mainly now collect Legions, but if I was, mega into collecting movies, I would be looking for merch for my favorite movie, whatever it would be. I'm sure I would. Yeah, so these look cool just as they are. They have a sharp edge design, which is more premium apparently in the dice world. I'm not not a dice aficionado. Maybe this is the first step on the road. But it means that there's more randomness. I guess the sharper edge, they're not going to just settle. They're not going to settle easily, so they're going to bounce around a bit. And they have a kind of a liquid core filled with an orange mica powder to create a floating flame-like effect.
Can't wait to see that.
Now, mica powder is what they mostly use in acrylic paints for the metal flake. So the metallic acrylic paints. So, your Games Workshop, whatever it is, golds and silvers, they all have mica flakes. So all those kind of real metallic looking paints, it's mostly mica.
Potentially it'll have that sort of, when the light hits it,
it'll be shimmery.
Oh wow, yeah, that's cool.
So if you have a dice tower and you put a little, I don't know, tea light in it or a little LED, make it look extra cool.
John, you are starting down the rabbit hole here, aren't you?
Speaking of,
when you have a dice tower that leads into one dice tower and then another dice tower, and then eventually it reaches the board.
Well, just get a whole string of Christmas lights there, put them down through the dice towers.
You had a very, very cool idea for a dice tower earlier, John. You should.
Oh
say that out loud, and maybe.
Well, that's true. I mean, maybe we can speculate anyway, but we can do it here now. If they do a dice tower as one of the rewards down the stretch goals or whatever, or maybe even in a future campaign, who knows? Yeah. Castle of Four Sides dice tower. I mean, there was a Masters of the Universe board game in the last couple of years, did a Kickstarter for our crowdfunding of some sort, and there was a Castle Grayskull dice tower in that. No, it's not as big as your. I thought you were. Mal's going for a drink.
Was reaching down to pick it up. Yeah.
Mal's going for. I actually have it because I did support that Kickstarter, but I have not painted anything out of it yet because
I nearly bought the. Bought the dice tower on its own, but yeah.
Yeah, so maybe I should crack that out and paint it up in the next couple of weeks. It's not like the size of your toy Castle Grayskull. I suppose it's like, the size of a litre of milk kind of size.
Funny thing is, I feel like the tower, Castle of Four Sides is an even better shape for a dice tower because it's more upright, whereas of course Castle Grayskull's quite big.
That's weird things you're making there, Ma.
That is. He's trying to show off. It's like, dude, no one believes that. It's not a two-hander.
And what's extra cool in for a dice tower for the Castle of Four Sides is, it's kind of like a dice itself. It's like a four-sided die,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There you go. So, right. Core rulebook as well. So that's the full rulebook, 300-page hardcover. So that's all the details. So there's the around 100-page book, I think, in the beginner box. That'll give you the kind of, if you want to just have the basics and get a game going and, all that. But if you want to expand more and there's more information about the various classes and specs that players can have and professions available, they say, start including fighter, monk, rogue, cleric, wizard, ranger, druid, paladin, barbarian, and more. So Rich would be maybe the and more there.
Yes. Definitely.
And there'll be a bunch of information about the 10 factors. So this is going to be a good source of lore for us as well, I'm sure. There might be extra lore in here.
Yeah, I had no intention to get the rule because I'm not, I might get the all in, you never know. But if I do, I probably won't play the game. So I don't need the rule book. And then they said, there's loads of lore in it. And I was like, well, now I need the rule book. Okay.
Yeah. And there'll also be details about how to use your actual Legions figures in the game. So they call that, is it a mythic moment or something like this? Or
I can't remember what they call
it. At the end of
yeah.
It's not a moment.
No.
I've heard them mention it about 10 times in the last 24 hours.
I watched the video today on the Kickstarter and all. But anyway. Mythic Encounter. Sorry. Oops.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, very cool. So, lots of people worked on that book. I believe even our European friend, Emil Wickman was involved.
Yes.
So well done to him. And we also had a bunch of people from the studio, the usual suspects. I'll be putting that all together. There's a sample page from the book. So it's the Welcome to Mythos, an introduction, beautiful art. They seem to have a bunch of artists as well as like Nate and Max Dunbar we saw on the box art, and Tom Tolman, who also does box art for the figures. I think there is other artists as well, so it'll be exciting to find out all about that as we go along. Because I think that there will be, obviously there'll be stretch goal information and updates, but I think they will start dropping additional little breadcrumbs along the way.
Yes, for sure.
Right, shall we get into the figures then?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Right, this is what we're usually here for. So we've seen a bunch of these before, kind of sporadically over the last couple of episodes, and a couple of new reveals as well along the way. So Elf, Rogue and Ranger. So this is the first one that was revealed. And obviously you can have the upgrade pack for the Ranger, which is the cat head and the tail, cape, the bow and the arrows. I take it we're fans of this one, both?
Oh, Rich, you go first.
I absolutely love this one. You know me and the big cats, so yeah. I mean, the build's really cool anyway. The elf, take or leave the elf. When I say take or leave, I'll take it.
Well, there's going to be a picture of a head on this body later that you'll definitely be taking.
There we go. Is it a shark head?
Might be.
I think you'll still enjoy it.
Yeah, but the big cat head is incredible. I'll be getting 2 of the character packs because I want another one of the big cat heads for a different character as well.
Yeah, I think I need a couple of these, yeah.
Yeah, you see, I'm trying to be a bit more sensible with figures, but it is difficult because I love the build. I love the Jaguarians, and this new Jaguarian head is so cool.
Yeah.
But I also then like the elves with a bit more of a bulky build. The minute you give them that build, I start going, I really like this figure. Whereas I'm not so keen on the skinny elves. So, yeah.
Yeah. Now, I believe these figures will be available post the Kickstarter for a higher price. So,
yes.
They
said 30. They said 35 at retail.
Okay.
Still
not
bad. In the Kickstarter.
Terrible,
Not for what we're getting. And it sounds like it'll be interesting to see what it's like internationally, that they're going to try and get them into the hobby shops as well. So that's an interesting...
that's cool, yeah.
Yeah.
And I assume they'll still use their retail network that they have currently for the figures, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I would have thought.
So...
Yeah, they said there was a retailer pledge level.
Yeah.
So retailers can pledge, new retailers in particular can pledge that way, sort of thing.
So the UK retailers, it'll be 95 a figure or something like that, you think?
150 quid for the character pack, probably.
Yeah.
That's what $15 translates to, isn't it, with the UK ones?
Something like that.
So
It's such a cool
it's a
pack.
home run. Then we have the human wizard and the druid. So this is the female figure we already have. Beautiful hooded head sculpt here. And I think my only complaint about this figure, and it wasn't really a complaint because it's a $30 figure, was that it needs a cloak to be a wizard. But I guess problem solved here with the character pack. And
Sorry.
yeah, Mal. Go, no, go.
I was going to say, my only complaint is I love that head in the character pack, but the green on the hair just doesn't quite work for me.
No. I love green.
It reminds me of, and I probably shouldn't say this because I might ruin it for other people as well, but it reminds me of green stuff. So it looks like somebody's just sculpted green stuff onto it.
I think that's a very customizer take on things. I think
Yeah, absolutely.
people that don't customize mightn't be bothered by that.
But yeah, that's all I can see is as if it's somebody's put the hair on and not painted it. But it looks great otherwise. Yeah.
You're not helping here, Mal. You're not helping. What do you think of
That's
this?
the last reading you do for the Four Horsemen, Mal. Initially, I liked the original build, but I wasn't sure if I'd get one. And then they revealed the character pack, and I absolutely adore that head. So I will 100% be getting a figure and a character pack now to have the Druid version.
Yeah, so
I
the
absolutely
Druid,
love the
combo.
colours.
the Druid comes with this kind of antlered head, female head with the green hair, obviously, as Mal has already said. A bird painted in the same green, so I think the bird, like the bird that you got from Valak back in the day, one of those birds.
It's a new bird.
Head.
Eric said he enjoyed redesigning the bird, so I think it's
He said he's
new.
desperate to do it since.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you get the Krotos staff and a little dagger for,
I love that staff. It's the perfect druidy kind of staff, isn't it?
Yeah. But no, the character pack sells it for me. I will 100% be getting one of these now, and the character pack, because that's a great looking figure.
Yeah, I love the colours. That brown for the leather is fantastic.
It's brilliant,
with that blue, with the teal, would you call it, maybe?
Yeah, it's like the summer. Yeah. It mightn't be a direct match, but it's the same like Sir Andrew, that type of vibe.
Yeah.
Might be a little bit more towards the green than him, but...
This could lead to our interfaction romance episode. We haven't done one of those for a while, so...
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. There'll be gaps in the schedule. So the human cleric and paladin. So this is the red guy, not to be mistaken, the heroic cleric and paladin. So again, it's the non-soft goods version, basically. It's all sculpted plastic, but it looks very fabricy. So does the job, and they look great.
It's one of those, isn't it? It's unfortunate because the heroic one feels exactly like what it is of an upgrade of those, but these are fantastic too.
Yeah,
and I love the colours again. The red and gold is
yeah.
Really
if you wanted to do a little bit of army building, this is your option, I think.
I was thinking that, John. Yeah, if you're new into the line or something like that, and you've been drawn in by the RPG, and then you see this, and you're like, I could have a squad of 6 or 12 of those paladins, and they would look great.
Yeah, so you wanted a bunch of knights, which, at the start, definitely one of the things that attracted me to Mythic Legions was I could have a bunch of knights on a shelf, So, looks great. I mean, the head sculpts are brilliantly painted here. Even though these are $30 basic figure with the $15 upgrade pack, it's all painted like a regular figure as far as I'm concerned. So
the 2 faceplates too, again, that just gives you instant multiple uses.
And nice that they're, it's not just 2 white guys, it's a black guy and a white guy. It's it works very nicely. Orc barbarian. So
they had me until the second word.
They had to class him as something for the game,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say he's your traditional type of barbarian, though, Rich.
He's not. No. He may live in the frozen north, but he
can explain his nakedness. He's an orc. He's a bit stupid.
Yeah.
And his green skin doesn't feel the cold. So this is a cool build. So this is if you ever wanted that one. What's the name? Not Urzok, the other guy.
Urka. Urka.
Yeah.
Urku. Yeah. If you ever wanted one of those.
Yeah.
This is probably as close as you're going to get.
Version. Yes.
Yeah. Not as the armor is more weathered. I know the armor on him is very bright silver, which actually is a little bit weird for an orc.
Yeah.
So cool combination of parts here, isn't there?
Yeah. Really like that. What it was the bit. I love what's going on around his waist.
Here we go.
He's got a bunch of belts and a bit of soft goods to hide his orc wang.
His modesty. His coin purse.
Yeah, his coin purse. Yeah. So cool mixture of parts here. In terms of the armor, you've got the Vorthog original shoulder pauldrons.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the new with Urzok, the new wrist gauntlets and the lower feet and the axe and the lower legs. So all the lower legs down to the feet.
I've got to give it to the horseman again, though. He's like, again, orcs aren't my favourite, but that's a really cool orc. The new head sculpt with the screaming has made me really, really like Urzok initially, and now him. And then the new like armour and all that. Just so much better than what.
So we're finally getting, screaming head sculpts in a lot of different character types. So gotta love that.
Yeah, definitely.
I really like the green too.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about this tone of green, but it's just a really good, it works just perfectly for an orc.
I agree.
We've had some weird choices, frankly, in the past in terms of the orc green. But this is spot on.
And has this been confirmed as different to the previous orc green, or no?
We've had all sorts of different ones, so I don't know if it might be similar to Urzok maybe, but like Vorthog was very light green, and the Builder was quite a dull light green.
Right, you see, I feel like this is almost like the War of the Aetherblade green, but
I don't have that one, so I can't compare with that.
Right. Perhaps, I mean, Jeremy, if you're listening and you hear this and you respond, is the green like the War of the Aetherblade green? Oh.
Right. Moving on to Brett's favourite. Brett Stoddart, our friend, has ordered 48 of these. So I guess 4 cases.
He's a madman.
Yeah.
Yes, he likes his.
But it's actually 50, boys. I think, because he's ordered 48 add-ons, but he got 2 in the various combinations of the game he's buying as well. So. Mental. So it's a skeleton fighter, the bear skeleton build, basically like the skeleton raider kind of build. So with the waist piece, not the completely skeleton. And then a bunch of armor and belts.
Yeah, he's pretty
cool. And an
axe.
Yeah, he's cool. So
it's a great looking skeleton.
Oh.
The helmet sort of gives me a proper skeleton elf sort of feel to it.
Yeah.
Just clocked. It's also a new top piece for that weapon, then, isn't it? Because that's the club and the mace and with an axe head.
Oh, it is, Mal. Good spot.
Yeah, that's cool.
That is cool.
Yeah.
And that's the best shoulder belt piece they have, I think. Yeah, it's my favourite anyway.
Yeah, he's an awesome figure. I can see why. Well, I mean, Brett's Brett. Brett would buy 40 of any skeleton pretty much, but I'll be buying a few of this guy.
Yeah, gnarly armor as well. I like that. That's perfect armor color for a skeleton because it's kind of it looks like it's being a bit patina there on the wrist gauntlets and stuff. So it's the perfect type of armor that would go patina, and everyone likes patina armor and a skeleton.
Yeah. So much.
The helmet as well seems to, they say it's the same key as the barbarian wigs.
Yes.
And other things that they're doing. So that's going to be like a standard thing.
That's cool.
So you could put barbarian hair on him, or you could put this, I think more interestingly, I think you could put this helmet on the barbarian.
Yeah.
No, not more interestingly. More interesting is a skeleton with a full head of hair. But, you can also do it the other way around.
Oh, Rich, you're so predictable.
I think the red hair on the skeleton will be hilarious.
Right, a couple of glam shots here of the paladin just to show you how good he is. I mean, this is all soft goods now as opposed to the plastic of the red one, but similar, and he comes with more bits and bobs, but not that much more, and he comes with the kind of spell casting effect. Yeah, so he's great. We've seen him before. Right, weapons packs are coming, so this is a way to, if you don't have like a giant box of weapons you don't use on your shelves with your figures like I have, then these are these are definitely for you. Especially if you're new to the line, you have various different options for weapons. So we've got heroic weapons and we've got evil weapons. So We don't have as many evil characters yet, so there's a few more heroic weapons, I think.
Those
Jeremy
evil weapons are a great selection there.
Yeah, Jeremy.
Really good.
No, they're similar, actually.
Yeah, Jeremy made me laugh on the reveal show where he's just like, we didn't get very creative on the names for these.
They're weapons packs, you're not going, you can't dress it up in any other way.
Yeah.
So shield, spear is the heroic one, the kind of magic staff like the paladin has, a short sword and a longer sword with sheath, and an axe with a wooden handle we've had in the past with the goblins and stuff like that, I think.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the evil weapons, wooden shield, I think from the Rising Suns wave. I think you get this shield with Brodor in different paint scheme. And then lots of the cool gnarly weapons. So you get two swords, the kind of curved, almost machete-like blade. Came with a lot of orcs back originally.
I think it's called the Orc Sword, I believe.
Right.
There you go.
And then this kind of straighter one that looks like a machete too. Different type.
That's brutal, that one, with the point sticking backwards as well, so you can just get people from both angles.
Oof. A couple of axes. I love this one with the curved wooden handle and the kind of like a kind of blade that's tied on to it. You get that new axe with the kind of wrapped handle and the spear. I remember this spear from Brother Mandibulus and from the Fury Orc. That's where I remember it from.
I think this is still my favourite spear.
Yeah,
just the damage you can do with that really long blade on it as well.
And I think it was with Brother Mandibulus that this was the only one that came with a little bit of blood effect on it. Very, very light.
Yeah.
But one of the iterations of this spear has a tiny bit of blood effect, but I think they decided not to do it when they re-released the figure. Heads pack. Now we're talking. We got a Torgon in blonde. We got a vampire. What do you think of this vampire, Rich?
I love the vampire. He's got that proper sort of menacing stare. The head sculpt works really well as a vampire for that.
Yeah.
For me, I think that might be the best head as a vampire. Well, no, I like the Varg head, as I've said to you guys before, but I prefer this as a vampire head to the current sort of vampire heads.
Yeah.
So.
Chainmail, knight head with beard. Is this Enoch originally? Possibly.
I thought it was the one that came with the heroic.
Oh, it's that one. That one's different.
Paladin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it doesn't come with the human paladin, does it, I don't think.
No, it doesn't.
No. Elf. That's is that a new elf? It looks very like Maria Golden Branch, one of those.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it could be the Miria. Is it? Yeah, Miria Golden Tooth or whatever. No, not Golden Tooth.
Branch. Yeah. Branch. And the Templar Knight helmet, the cross on it, and the spike. So
this is a great. That's a great set of heads. I mean, the female elf one looks brilliant, painted up like that.
I really like
as
that.
Does the vampire one.
Blonde Torgon works for me as well. So
yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to say anything against blondes generally, but it's got to be a red-headed dwarf. What the?
Maybe they were worried about getting.
John, can you go back to the head picture actually for a second? Sorry.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, sorry. I'm just staring at Torgon's nose. It's a bit lighter than it was originally, so that's a good thing.
They didn't have the smudge on it on this one.
Yeah.
You know that story behind that, yeah? Why it has the smudge. So basically, the prototype got smudged on in the way to send the factory, and the factory just did what
replicated the.
Yeah, I think that was like maybe the workflow has changed since then, but I think back then they got sent the prototype and they worked directly off the prototype. I think there's more digital. I think they do that now, but there's also more digital stuff.
That makes sense. I remember Chris Garrett telling a story years ago now, saying that they'd sent a figure to the factory, and luckily it was pre-production, but they got the next painted test shot back, and it had numbers on the back, and they're like, "What the hell?" And it was just like a number reference they'd written.
Oh yeah, that was the Azar, the yellow guy,
the All Stars one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Very cool.
Yeah. So here's the examples of the heads on the different figures. You obviously got the chainmail knight on the human knight. You got the buckethead Templar on the paladin. You got the elf on the female figure.
That works.
I need a second female figure now. Damn it. Yeah, okay. Count me in for 2 of those. Yeah.
We found your 2.0 soft spot here. Elves. Who knew?
Elves with green eyes, apparently so, yeah.
Torgan on the dwarf, which I guess we haven't got to the dwarf yet, actually. I didn't sequence this very well. The dwarf. Oh, and they're also using weapons from the weapons packs as well. That's cool to see.
They're flogging it all.
And the vampire on the elf rogue body. That works, doesn't it?
Yeah,
No.
I'm a purist. It's black and purple for a vampire, but yeah, maybe red. But
Well, you'll have to customize then, won't you?
yeah.
Stick it on a
Having put
pallet.
my Lithia shelf together recently, there's an awful lot of black. So,
Right. Okay. Dwarf, here we go.
Yay.
The dwarf fighter. Oh, well, you can take the pants from the dwarf, so it could be a dwarf elf with purple pants, look. Or a
Dwarf elf.
dwarf vampire. Sorry. Dwarf vampire. Oops. Dwarf vampire. So we got a dwarf as the last big reveal before the Kickstarter. Or was it? Yeah, it was just before. Because they revealed everything on the Monday before the Kickstarter. He's cool, no?
I mean, yes, he's awesome. But does his hair move?
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Because you see there on the back, yeah.
Has it got
it's
plugged
obviously
in
got
the
a
back,
plug,
like-
yeah.
yeah.
I'd not registered
good.
that. I love
That's
that head
pretty
sculpt
cool.
as well.
Yeah.
That's a nice new touch with the dwarves, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like that the ponytail doesn't go like all the way down the back and get in the way and stuff. So this is good as well. So he's got the new lower legs from the dwarf.
The dwarf cloth lower legs are like, I can't get enough of any of the cloth legs. I can't get enough of them. I need more.
It's got the Vortog torso. I mean, that's great. He's a fighter, and I love that torso and the dwarfs. But another go at the male dwarf torso from the Rising Suns 2 pack would have been extra sweet.
Well, this is where they're building them to fit so fighters
The
tend
character
to be
types,
heavy armored.
No,
So-
I get it for that regard.
Someone's forgotten to tell him in terms of his arms then.
Well, you've got a
He's
budget.
still a dwarf.
Of course, you could upgrade later down the game, when you're on.
It's true.
level
This is very
15.
true. Yeah. Mm.
This is where the pop and swap comes in. Great.
Exactly, absolutely.
Oh, you could pay for leg extension surgery or a spell or something. So
Yeah.
as he gets further down, all of a sudden he's like a full-sized, still a dwarf, but like normal size.
Do you like this guy though, Rich?
I do, yeah.
general?
I like the dwarves. So this guy's good looking figure.
And it's just bare arms. It's not too bad.
Exactly. Bare arms I can cope with. It's, if he was waving his nipples everywhere, I'd have an issue with it. But
I'm sure Anthony will make you one that'll do that. And then Rich's favourite, the Barbarian Character Pack. So you see here on Red.
do you know what the worst thing about this is? I like the
it.
parts in it. Yeah.
Maybe it's classed as medium armor then, because barbarians I don't think usually are heavy armored. But
Right.
I might be wrong. But I love this pack as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so you get a full set of legs and torso piece. You get the head, which is bearded head with a helmet on it and horns, and a cool double-sided axe.
What great value that is for a character pack.
Yeah.
So it's like $15 for an entire lower body.
Yeah.
So this is the second.
It's great value.
This is the
Damn
second
it, I need
character
to buy
pack in
more
recent
then, don't
times that has a waist piece.
Yeah. Yeah, like you just said, Mal, yeah, I will be getting a few of these just because there's a waist piece and, purple, my second favourite colour, so
Well, I love that
favourite colour.
axe as well.
So I love this anyway.
The new double axe, that is so much. It's so good, and his helmet's removable.
Yeah, this is also with the barbarian. You can put this on the barbarian or this on the skeleton. So more
So
options.
do you think it's the Broder head underneath?
No, I don't think so.
Do you think a new fully sculpted face?
No, the Broder beard is much longer.
Right.
I think if you take the helmet off and put it on a legendary barbarian face, then you could somehow sneak him into like the Order of Aetheron as like a knight, but with a barbarian background. So he's got that sort of helmet to reflect his background, but he's sensibly armoured now.
I bet you
But
could
clean
probably
shaven,
pop the
obviously, as a
feathers
knight
in,
rather than
couldn't
the
you?
beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet the feathers will pop in, although them horns might be smaller than the feather bit. I don't know. We won't know, will we, till we get it?
Yep.
Or Jeremy and Joe do the pop and swap show just to really ramp up the sales on the figures if they need to.
They do that like 3 or 4 days before it finishes, and everyone's at home going, "Damn it! Okay, add that
2 million.
back, add that back, do that."
Right. And here are the stretch goals. $250,000, so 250,000 unlocked. So every one of the core 6 figures will come with a different dice to collect. All 6 figures to complete this dice set, only available here. Now that's really pandering to the collectability factor there, Mal, isn't it?
Yeah, again, absolute sucker for that kind of thing. So pleased that it comes in as just, an add-on to what we're getting already.
So this is one of those stretch goals that doesn't add to your budget.
Yes.
You're getting that for free, assuming you get those figures.
The figures.
So the 6 core figures are the 4 that were announced. So the rogue, the female figure, the
Rogue,
dwarf,
the wizard, the
wizard,
fighter,
yeah,
the paladin, or the cleric, isn't it? It's named that originally,
Yeah.
and the 2 enemies. They also said that one of them would come with 2 dice, so you have a 7 dice set.
Oh, okay, I missed that.
right. And the $500,000 unlock, which we'll get onto here, was a figure, the Mythic Monster Builder. So that's where we currently are on the unlocks. Just to look at the dice first. Day and night it is. So it's included with the core 6 figures, as we said. One half of the dice is kind of split in 2 color wise. One half is darker blue and the other one is lighter blue. And, it's kind of textured, it's not just a plain straight blue, it's kind of shimmery and stuff. So
If they've got any sense at all, and they do have, so I'm sure they'll do this, they'll use the same sort of pack out as the SDC figure.
Yeah.
So that the dice is clearly on display, because, for inbox collectors, I know there don't tend to be that many with Mythics, but new people coming in might be inbox. Just that dice thing there as well just gives it that extra,
Smart, doesn't it?
a bit of oomph in the box.
Yeah, and of course that's something that's not been mentioned in all this, I don't think, is that heroic cleric paladin also comes with a dice, so people will have another dice.
That's true, yeah, a little yellow one, yeah.
Did you? Speaking of the packs, actually, did you hear what Jeremy said in his show? They're going to make the packs packaging smaller for these.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
He said they're conscious that brick and mortar, like gaming shops and that, tend to be, I think generally quite small. So they've got limited shelf space, so they're going to try their best to make the packaging a bit smaller for the figures,
cool. That'll be interesting.
so they can get them out easier.
So also, we need a set of 6 in box because you
Basically,
need
yeah.
Mythics. Yeah.
This is amazing marketing. He's smashing it here.
don't let that delay the project, though, Jeremy. If there's any delays, just lash them in a regular box. We'll be fine.
Stick them
the
in a
stores will
plastic bag.
figure it out.
Yeah,
Put them in the storeroom out the back. Put the kind of one example figure out the front. It'll be fine. Right. Unlocked then was the Mythic Monster Builder. And this is it looks here like it's 2 figures, but it's actually a deluxe figure with a bunch of options.
Yeah.
So you get a Varg head and you get a Warrior head. And you get a bunch of weathered copper armor to go with it. And you get the Jersey Devil hooves and kind of lower feet, lower legs, Mal.
Yep.
Sweet, huh?
Oh, he's so cool. The colours again of this armour, it's fantastic. And as sort of briefly mentioned before, I love the Varg head, so very happy to get that in a slight different paint app to the other one. And it's fun to have a different Borea kind of character, and I really like the inclusion of the Jersey Devil hooves as part of that to make him a little different.
Yeah, absolutely. That's really cool.
Yeah, I love the Borea parts in this. I'm not sure I've mentioned it on the show or not, but I've been buying painted and unpainted pig heads for quite a while now to have a little group of pigs. So to get the hooves and this sort of build, and that's brilliant. I can just buy a few of these for that group. So this had me very excited. The Varg I've got plenty of. I don't need that head again, but the Borea stuff is like, oh yes.
I really like that shield, but it's going to be like almost as tall as him, I imagine.
Yeah. Well, he can just hide behind it.
True. I mean, what are shields for,
Yeah,
he looks like a strong fella, so, he'll be able to hold it up. That's the new Urzok shield painted differently, obviously. Or at least
and don't forget, he's got his little piggy tail as well.
Yeah, that's true.
Mr. Mark Calvo sold another one of these to me, didn't he, by pointing out you could turn it into an evil dwarf.
Yes.
And I immediately thought that new Torgan Redfin blonde head would look really cool on this. So
Torgan's evil twin brother.
Yeah, I see, yeah.
There we go, yeah.
Maybe just paint the eyes kind of red or something, to make him proper evil looking.
Or just give him like red, as if he's not slept for a few.
Oh yeah, a little bit of red wash around the eyes. Perfect. The goblin community were because we saw the silhouette, it looked like it was a Varg head in the silhouette. The goblin community were claiming that we might get a green coloured Varg head. Now, I'm very glad we didn't, except for to see Rich's reaction if there was a green Varg head, because it would have been hilarious.
The GIF I sent to you guys made it very clear what my reaction would have been if it had been a green.
We'll just
Varg.
Recreate that for the listeners somehow.
Yeah, it was just like no. I didn't like the fact they did a vampire head green for Operative 83, and I wouldn't like a vampire head painted green here. So I'm very glad they did that.
I haven't seen
I thought this was a goblin. With the pointy ears and the fact they had goblin coins, even though it looked a bit like Varg, I think I was one of the ones that was convinced actually this is going to be a goblin, clearly.
Yeah, it might be a bit of bait and switch.
If they'd done it as Varg head as a fury goblin, I think that might have worked, because obviously it gets away with
that might have worked.
Yes, that would have been okay. I think.
I had never seen anyone repaint a goblin or a Varg head goblin green. So that kind of tells you something in itself, doesn't it? Now, there might have been. I'm sure somebody could pedant me on that, but it's certainly not a common thing that you would see.
Yeah, I'm sure a Malignancy member will be correcting you, John, very quickly if that is the case.
Come on, Kirby, you can tell me. Right, here's the front and back of the Varg build. So you see there, again, it's a combination of the old, the original dwarf armor, and then the feet from the new evil, so Urzok. And then you also get his new wrist and shoulder pauldrons, I think.
So, great build. It's really good build.
Yeah, agreed.
And there's Borea, and you can see his little tail.
Look at that guy. So good. I love the original Borea. It's one of my favourite figures in the line, I think. But this is as good.
Yeah.
It's just really brilliant. The combination of parts, the colouring just works so well. You're not quite, I think initially looking at it, you're not quite sure what's armour, what's fur. And it's just got that great look to it.
Yeah.
Do you remember, I don't know if it was a certain batch of the Borea had sticky hooves. You remember that?
Oh, no, I don't remember that, no.
Ah, okay. Maybe it was the original Kickstarter run. Yeah, the hooves were I don't know on all, but on a lot of them were sticky, so you had to maybe leave it out of the package for a while and hope it dried off, or even some people did the varnish or whatever.
Okay. There was like Magnus's belt in that respect.
A little bit like that one, yeah, exactly. Right. Jeremy accidentally revealed the next add-on. So
bless Jeremy.
Close your ears and your eyes if you don't want to be spoiled. I'm sorry if you're watching this. I haven't given you enough warning. The Necronominous dice set. There it is.
in the edit, John, just put in a little warning before we get to this section, or at the very start.
Yeah.
At X time code, skip past 3 minutes.
We're not going to talk about this for 3 minutes, surely. Well, cool. Necronominous dice, kind of bone, almost like a bone-based color, and then the Necronominous logo, a bunch of cool kind of
Red
triangular symbols around the numbers, and then almost it looks like blood or something. Maybe?
Yeah, blood splatter on the dice. Yeah.
Love it.
Cool.
Very cool. Very cool. Did you watch Jeremy's show on Catch Up at all when this happened?
Yeah, I saw.
It was really funny. He brought the picture.
Yes, I did. I saw that
And
picture.
then Big Dub just leaned right into his screen because obviously he could see what had come up. So he's like pinned up against the screen going like, what the hell? And then Jeremy caught on and was just like, oh my God. And he just, bless him, he just looked mortified. He was just like, oh, hell. Right, okay.
Because I saw this first this morning when I woke up and was checking a few messages, and Brett had put it into one of the chat threads I'm in with him. And I thought, wow, Brett must have real inside info here if he's getting this stuff, and he's sharing it. Now, I don't think if he had inside info, he'd probably share it publicly. But I was like, wow, Brett is really in the know. And then I heard that Jeremy had accidentally put it on the screen. Now, I will say... Oh, sorry, go, Rich. No,
I just like the fact Jeremy was like, this is live, isn't it? There's no point trying to do anything about this. Everyone will have screenshotted it already.
Yeah,
so, yes, there you go, everybody.
Yeah, everyone screenshotted it. It's a very cool reveal, though. If that doesn't make people really want to get to the next reveal, it's mad.
And they'd already said what it was, so it's not a massive thing. It's like you knew what was coming. You just see what it looks like now, rather than with the figures where it's like it could be anything.
Yeah. So I don't know if it's too early for conjecture, but I reckon at some point, and maybe not in the Kickstarter, but I reckon we're getting a dice set for every faction as time goes by, which could be awesome.
It's a good way to sell dice, isn't it? It's like people love their collectible stuff like that. Yeah. And just think then some of the newer factions that are still to come or not to come, but we've only know a little bit about and I'm guessing a way for the RPG to develop is adding those new factions and things like that. I don't know. Yeah. We'll see what's in there. I'm guessing it's the core ones. I think it'd be a telltale sign of what an addict I am in terms of collecting if I have a dice set from every faction, even though I possibly won't be playing the game. It's like, I've got the dice though. Here we go.
They come in a lovely tin and stuff, or a leather pouch for some of them, I think. So, I think the coins come in a leather pouch, I believe.
Yeah. This one needs to come in talking about the coin purse earlier. A textured pink little sack.
Oh. So a little scrotum for them then, Mal. This is what we're saying. Yeah.
Scrotum purse.
Scrotum.
So
freshly severed from a night on the battlefield. There we go. This is what my dice are in, yeah.
Etheron's finest. Etheros's finest, I suppose I should say.
So while these dice are cool, our friend Megs had an even better idea for the Necrodominus dice, which was clear dice with little skulls inside.
That would be cool.
That would be amazing. Now, even skulls that maybe rattle around when you throw them, that would I'll put an extra. Yeah. And that she did have an idea for the Scaphoid dice as well, which was Scaphoid green. So this would be Poxus. No, what's Scaphoid in? No, he's in Necronominus. Yeah, so it would have been as well for Necronominus. Scaphoid green with magic symbols engraved on them and around the numbers. Yeah. So a bit like his his second version head.
Yeah, that would be good. Yeah.
Very cool. Okay, that's all the pictures we have. So
what are you guys thinking in terms of the future stretch goals then? So obviously they've got very vague outlines sort of thing about what's coming.
Yeah. Should I pop the stretch goals up again?
Yeah, we can do a bit of conjecture.
Yeah.
This is how prepared we are, everybody. Oh, look at John instantly finding it. Well done, sir.
Yeah, it was in my slides, so don't worry. So obviously we know what the Necronominus dice is. New figure at 1,000, and there's a silhouette there. What are we thinking on that silhouette? What does it look like?
So when I saw it this sort of, well, it wasn't even this sort of size, it felt like that could be a female orc head and a 2.0 body. But as I got a closer look at it, it looks like it's another armoured body. So maybe an elf fighter or elf warrior or something like that. Dark elf, mate. Not dark elf, what do they call the dark elves in?
Shadow elves.
Shadow elves. Warrior?
I'd love a Shadow Elf 1.0 build. They're a great faction, but they do need to be bulked up a little bit.
Would
I think when I first saw this, I jokingly said it looked a bit like a Predator silhouette.
You did.
But I'm pretty sure they don't have the license for that, so they might struggle with that.
Do you think some sort of elf character would be too similar to the rogue?
Having listened to the Jeremy show, I don't think it'll be an elf because he got a little bit giddy when he talked about the $1 million figure.
Oh,
which to me suggests it's going to be something new.
Oh, the thief maybe. Isn't he a thief?
Or something totally unexpected sort of thing. So he went a little bit like sort of thing. So
right.
Maybe I'm right. Maybe it is a female, 1.0 female. Or
maybe.
That'd be cool.
It would be cool. Yeah, I'm not so sure. Could be a vampire with hair, Rich. Some sort of...
That works well for me. We don't have one yet, official
like
one.
The
so.
Prince of Darkness kind of job. You know.
Could be like a recently turned vampire, maybe. So one of a party from another game all of a sudden has been bitten and has turned, so still got the hair and everything, but with the fangs. I mean, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it all depends. If it's a new head sculpt, it could be anything, because of course they can sculpt whatever. Yeah. And they have such a huge parts library now that they can make a build for pretty much any character type here, I think, you know, in terms of the game. Which is the great thing about the whole line, is that, you know, you can build in action figures most of your characters here. And obviously with the third party market as well, you can go out and get a head, get it painted up, do it yourself, get one of the good customizers to do it for you, and you can create all sorts of characters. So the imagination's endless here. And I mean, if you're familiar with our show and you know Rich, I mean, he's had all the ideas already, and he's still having them.
And I bought most of the custom parts. So
yes, exactly. He is deeply loved by all of the third party market.
Yes, my credit card hates me, but the third-party people love me. So
do we, let's be fair. Right, the 1.25 million, it's a picture of a box. So do we think that could be the dice tower?
I think it's some additional stuff for the starter set, but I've got no idea what. I wondered if it was actually maybe an embossed cover for the book or something like that. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
That could be good.
Yeah. Or is it maybe adding the core book into the beginner box or something like that?
Wow, that would be awesome. Yeah, that would be.
I don't know, that might be a lot because the core book is already $40. So, you know, but when you're getting up around that level, you know, it's possible. I'm not so sure otherwise.
No.
But could be anything.
Maybe a little spell book for the wizard. Maybe they'll do a little dio piece.
Yeah, it's actually that big. Yeah,
yeah. It is. You know, literally. You know, that's what.
Yeah, we'll throw
4 or 5 inches. Tall. Yeah.
Or maybe it's like a new campaign. So like. Oh,
that would be a good one.
So you got the beginner's box, and then you've got the expansion pack battle at.
I think you might be on some in there,
Castle
John.
Silverhorn or something like this, or something like that. Ooh, wow! Sometimes when you get the brain to work, it might help. Right, and then we've got the 1.5 million, which hopefully when we're doing our live stream as part of the 24-hour end of this campaign live stream, which if the last 24 hours are anything like the first 24 hours, that is going to be wild.
There'll be us sat there going, I know we got the middle of the night America shift, haven't we? With the people that have got the daytime in America shift, we're going, jump another $4,000, jump another $5,000, another $10,000.
We're gonna have all the stoners and
yeah, but there is like it is a weekend night, so there is night owls out there, and sometimes they are the people that you want in the chat, if you know what I mean, on the live stream.
definitely.
They're also the people that are buying stuff at that time of night going, I've had a skinful, I'm going to spend $4,000 on the RPG Kickstarter. There we go.
Love it. So the 1.5 million is another figure. I think skeleton has been mentioned here. I don't really see it.
Looks like a skelly arm, doesn't it?
It looks like a skelly arm, Mal, yeah, definitely.
Could be a weapon. Could be anything, because the rest of it looks very bulky.
That's
to be a skeleton.
It's as if it's wearing a cape or something.
We have got one skeleton already, haven't we? So would they do another skeleton? Or?
Well, I wonder though if these are going to be more reuse of parts, more so than the. I mean, I know there's reuse of parts but the new heads. I wonder if these are going to be stuff that's existing, so that it's ready to go.
Yeah.
As soon as it's funded, if it.
I mean, zombie is another option as a type of figure.
Yeah,
zombie would be a good fit, actually. Yeah, and again, all of the arms are. Yeah, again, the arms quite thin, aren't they? So
you could mix it up, though, couldn't you?
You could,
zombie and the skeleton. That'd be quite a cool mix.
You could have a zombie. Zombie with like one bone arm sort of thing and a flesh arm, and that would be good. I'd be well up for that.
And from the box art, the only thing we haven't seen any sign of is this big green ogre with the open mouth. So it looks like Kurzog with the open mouth, basically.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll get that as part of this.
I don't need another big green ogre,
no.
to be honest.
If they're trying to sell figures to newbies, people aren't going to buy an ogre.
No, and I think the existing community with that last Legion builder ogre, I think we've had our fill for the moment. I think. I don't know.
Right. And also, it kind of looks like they'd have to sculpt new boot parts, shin parts, because he's got quite a different style there to we've had so far by the looks of things. So yeah, he's one of those. I think he'll be. There was talk of next waves of figures, wasn't there, being planned already, Rich? And you said, and I reckon he'll be one of them. So.
Yeah. Somebody asked the question on Jeremy's show, if they went past 1.5 million, would there be more stretch goals? And Jeremy gave a really cool answer. He said, let me just bring it up here. Him and Eric Treadaway talked about it that day, and they have an idea for a figure that would be amazing. They just have to see if the idea is doable. So that got me very excited. A, it's a figure, and B, amazing. It's like, hello, here we go.
When you say something like that, is it doable? You go, what's that?
So you think they're onto the factory to see if it's possible, basically?
Yes. Or can we get it in for a price that we're happy with using some fancy Dan parts that we've got already, sort of thing.
Right. Interesting. Anything else speculation-wise? No?
Not speculation-wise. I got a couple of things from Jeremy's show, and I'm sorry for parroting what Jeremy said, but it's good information.
Yeah.
He said they've got the next 2 waves of RPG figures planned already.
Oh, wow.
So if you're enjoying the full-size figures that come with this, there are more planned, there are more ready. So that's very exciting.
Yeah, definitely.
Very cool. Okay, I kind of hope that they give us like character sheets and some details about how to play the game before it ends. I'd love that.
Yeah, I've thought about this today. It'd be cool to, get some printable character sheets, because the ones that came with, like the ones that come with the heroic cleric or paladin, but maybe printable, so you could fill them in yourself and print them off or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know
that would be
exactly
an
how
idea.
or what, but yeah.
Yeah. I think it might get more people interested in the game and stuff like that. And also would maybe would help us prepare for our live stream.
Yes.
Thinking selfishly about it. We're not going to, just to be clear, we're not going to play the game, but we need to create characters and a bit of lore for ourselves.
It's not going to be spot on, are they, the characters? Because we're going to have to base it on 5th edition, but it'll be close.
Yeah. And then I had one other funny thing. Jeremy had said that, I think this was on the reveal of the Kickstarter stuff, that originally Len and George had wanted to put 180 coins into the pouch. And I think there's around 80 now in the pouch, and they're silver. They're metal coins. I thought by the look of them, they might be like kind of hard plastic coins. Metal is what I was hoping.
I was presuming we'd get one of each. It was like, well, it's going to be a little set. And then they were like, and Jeremy like, there's 5 of that one. I was like, seems a lot. Okay, and there's 20 of this one. I'm like, what?
But there you go.
Yeah, I'm getting 2 bags of them. I mean, so I'm getting the 160 or whatever.
So far, I've ordered 2, and I'm like, do I need more to make? To make?
It's like basically they're supplying people a weapon they can use in the street if they try and get mugged. Just whack them with your bag of metal coins, and it's like, you're out of it.
Yeah, or maybe it'll become currency at LegionsCon eventually.
Oh, can you imagine that?
Introducing their own currency to lead at that.
Yeah.
I want a beer. That's 4 Gob Hollow, whatever. There we go. Yeah.
I want a good beer. Okay, here's some dwarf coins.
Yeah.
That's the mead.
But, that whole thing with Len and George, that kind of reminded me of what it might be like for Jeremy if you worked there, Rich.
I'd bankrupt the company, the amount of stuff I'd be
be like, why don't we put 42 heads in with this character? No.
Rich, we've told you for the 14th time we're not doing a Sharkman in this way.
There are no Sharkmen in the core rulebook. Well, I know you said that, Jeremy, but
could whoever comes up with the rules, could they do minus movement in character? I've gone blank on the terms. I just want the fish people to not work very well.
Well, if they're out of order, they will be just flopping around. Yeah, so their movement will be 0 or minus 1, maybe.
Yeah, no, I'd have the coins. I'd have a coin for every faction, maybe 2 coins for every faction, a little display case, a wooden display case that comes with it and all this. So I would bankrupt the 4 horsemen,
there you go. That's why I need another bag of coins, because I might have to have one of each on display in a little...
I 100% will have one of each on display. This is why I'm hoping they'll keep going through the rest of them.
With the cosmic keys.
Amazing. Oh, yeah, the cosmic keys. Yeah, they were nice metal. Yeah, so the coins are like that, which I'm sure they will.
Absolutely.
So that's the RPG.
John, have we got time for a few more facts that I picked up on Jeremy's show?
Yeah.
So, apparently there'll be a late pledge offer as well, but the price will be $35 for the figures. So same as retail.
So that'll be...
So just so people are aware of that. Interestingly, Jeremy's not written the game lore, which because obviously he does all the lore for stuff, but apparently they got somebody else in to do that. So that's really interesting and a different take on stuff.
So it must
him and
be
Eric had
to make the game work better.
Yeah, basically, I think so. So him and Eric had overall, oversight of it. So apparently the person that wrote it had written Mercurios in a way that they didn't want Mercurios written. So they're like, no. Redo the basis of Mercurios. It's not that sort of place. But that's cool. He talked about, speaking of the lore, mythic holidays. So like, Christmas, Easter, whatever sort of thing, Eid, whatever, but for mythic, or for mythos. And he said the person that wrote it did a really good job, and it inspired one set of the figures at this year's LegionsCon. Basically, he used the inspiration from the holidays theme for one of the sets of figures for LegionsCon. So that could be really interesting.
We have some breaking news. John, if you could share the 4 Horsemen Instagram page. They have just revealed something exciting.
Let's go for it. Yeah, you keep talking.
This is a Rick Astley video, Mal. I'm not going to be impressed if you
you are
rickrolled
gonna
us all.
like what you're about to see.
Right, here we go. Da-da-da-da. You ready, Rich?
I am.
Right. So, sneak peek.
Oh, hello.
Edgehounder's character pack from Cosmic Legions. Amidst all the excitement for Mythic Legions and our new RPG, we wanted to take a moment for a little cosmic news, namely the reveal of this new character pack. This new character pack will be available for pre-order at storehorseman.com sometime later this year. This set includes 2 different heads, each of which are each with very cool Edgehounder hunter's face paint on them, plus 2 neck posts, a set of arms in the same flesh tone to match the heads. This set pairs wonderfully with Vorga from Cosmic Legions Wave 1, and will have this new character pack available during a pre-order, both with a Vorga figure for a discounted price.
Show the next shot of just the heads, and how cool
There you go.
does that second head look as well? I mean, we may have seen the first one. We may have seen the one on the right.
The right with the red hair, yeah.
But that one on the left, I'm guessing that's
That
the Neve
second
head
one is
repaint.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's repainted the Neve head.
that's Neve, isn't it?
Yeah.
You would never recognise that as a Neve head.
The Neve head is so beautiful. I mean, I would marry her if it was possible. And
love
if I
that
did,
green.
I love my wife, so I'm not saying I would replace her, but oof.
Love the green on that that hair. It's very cool, isn't it?
That's incredible. That's incredible. And suck it, Red Sonja official.
Exactly, yeah. You can stick it where the sun doesn't shine, Red
I
Sun.
don't know why you're saying that, John. There's definitely no resemblance.
We're saying it because they're petty, pathetic people. Matt. But,
We're already blocked anyway, so don't worry about it.
Exactly, yeah,
They blocked so many people that they won't see this come up on their feed. So
that's
there you
great
go.
breaking news. I like
So
that.
that's super cool. I mean, there must be a lot going on if they're sharing this now in the middle of the Kickstarter.
Well, this coming weekend it's ZoloCon.
ZoloCon, so maybe they just wanted to let people know
get some
how they could get some excitement for
as
the.
if there wasn't enough already.
Yeah. So last
Chuck a couple
update.
more things in, John, as well.
Yeah, hold on, sec, Rich. Last update before we close. Kickstarter is 658,769.
That's
There you
good.
go.
That's almost 35 grand today.
And 3 more backers since we started. So
There you go. Not me. Sorry.
1,614.
But I have
Yeah,
added
Rich,
to
come
my
on.
potential total during the episode. So you have got me. Damn it.
Yeah.
I'm
There you go.
definitely having to pay in 3 since I was
Yeah,
planning to pay
100%.
in 3 installments, but it's already
No,
paid.
Oh yeah,
I forgot
we
about
should
that,
have said
actually,
already that the pay in 3 is amazing. This has really made it much easier for everybody, I think.
Definitely, because I was thinking I probably would go the 680 option. And I was thinking, but I don't have that much money at the moment. That. And I can
Plus,
check
there's
on
an
the
in
credit
stock.
card,
There's an in stock sale coming in April. I think I'll probably get less in that because I have all the figures from Legions Con. So this was more just getting maybe the
some
armory
Revenants.
figures that I don't need.
I
Revenants
just
are
want some of
great.
the
Yeah.
armory stuff.
Oh, and the armory stuff. I need 3, maybe 4 of the vampire armory ones. So yeah. Okay. Well, it's noodles the rest of the year.
Yeah, well, if there's a lot of the armory stuff, you might be able to wait because the knights hung around for a while, so
This is true.
you could.
Depends how much they ordered, because obviously it sold out quickly at Legion's Con, didn't it? So.
I think
Can't
you'll know
miss
pretty
waiting.
quickly.
Since I missed out at Legion's Con, so.
Yeah.
So a couple
now-
more things.
Yeah.
So people asked about character packs for the Orc and the Skelly,
Yeah.
and they said no, nothing planned at the moment, but never say never.
So they're not core figures. They are kind of
they're just
bad guys.
generic
Yeah.
enemies. So
Yeah, monsters, aren't they?
And then the interesting lore fact was this adventure that's on here is set before the events of the Second Great War, so Aretha is not returned or anything.
Oh, okay.
but they have future RPG stories that are set during the Second Great War.
So there's a great story arc where we can get through the Mythic Legions era that we know through the game, and maybe Arthur 2.0 might come out in the meantime, or Arthur version 2, for example.
That's a very good point.
Not through the RPG, but
No, yeah.
They need to drop the Aetheron and Xylona at some point. Imagine if they have a V2. Well, if they have a V2 of Arathir as well at the same time.
Yeah, well,
we were scale Arathir or something.
We were thinking today, when is the next Legacies figures? And I mean, looking at the calendar and how it's shaping up, I'm thinking earliest could be as middle of the summer. Our summertime.
Yeah, it's interesting because they obviously got the in-stock sale, but they've got to drop that Cosmic new wave sooner rather than later. So I'm imagining the in-stock sale will go on for like a couple of weeks, and then it'll be Cosmic and a big wave of Cosmic. So it could be ages before we get the Legacy stuff.
Yeah. Or maybe they do the Legacies and then do the Cosmic Wave in the summer.
Maybe.
Give people time to recover from this. Who knows? Yeah.
Yeah, but I know that buy-in 3 thing is really good. They're going back to that because I completely forgot about that. So yeah, I was like, whereas now I can go, whatever, I'll just throw money at it. Not Brett Stud art-wise because I, can't afford that, but I could just go crazy and just spend $1,000.
Right. So I've got to edit this and get this up toot sweet. So
I'll take the hint.
Yeah. Let's leave it at that. But we'll be now the Mythic Legions RPG update podcast for the next couple of weeks, along with whatever else we choose to do. Obviously, we'll keep you updated on our takes on what's going on with the RPG. We're not going to be the main news source for the RPG, that's that's clear, but we give you our takes on it. So I think that's it.
Stay safe out there, everybody. And remember, if you get an email telling that you can back the RPG game not through Kickstarter but via some other method, it's a bot trying to trap you. Don't fall for it. Kickstarter.com.